Deep in the dark, I like to dance, la-di-da-di-da. Someone's after us. Quick, get them! There! Well done, companion. They won't forget us in a hurry. There's trouble about. Tribal with. Ah, yet another triumph for Kira the Adventurer. Pretty gross, huh? Keep your eyes open. Is that them? What are these creeps? Now we get back to some decent, honest looting. Victory awaits. Finally, some peace.
Away. You shall remain awake eternally.
I'm sure we'll find a use for that sometime. Oh, great.
Yeah.
An excerpt from his Scheherazade symphonic suite. That was the Sea and Sinbad Ship, composed by Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov. There is nothing more infectious than a poker, but luckily, you need not quarantine from exposure to culture. Up next is Smetana's 3 Pokers de Salon.
Come. More things to waste ammo
I
on.
think I'll call you Lush. I promise I'll make...
Sidekick.
That was Bedrick Smetana's Three Polkas de Salon, Opus 7. The following piece reminds me of travelling through London on a gentle night after a hard day's work. Is it not the greatest feeling in the world? From me to you, enjoy Claude Debussy's Je Dévale.
Dump them! Shoot them! Kill them fucking dead! Quick, Sidekick. The enemy is afoot! Senses are tingling. Nice. Powerful me. Junk. Junk. Lovely junk.
There's a face I don't recognise. Welcome to Eastminster. Can I help you find anything? It might be worth stopping by Frederick's farm to see if they need any new hands. Toby's sort of our unofficial leader. If you have any problems, he's the one to talk to. Head down to Trafalgar Square. You'll find all sorts of shops and stalls. Until next time.
Oi! Don't sneak up on a bloke like that. No, that's all right. Name's Frederick. This is my farm. If you've eaten anything in Eastminster, there's a good chance it came from here. Though I seem to be growing less of it than usual. I hate to say it, but it looks like there's a thief. These numbers aren't adding up. No, none. I would trust the people on this farm with my life. Don't sound like much, but we ain't exactly gentry. This will hurt. The farm, sure. But it'll be harder for the people of Eastminster. There's already not enough to go around. Don't think so. This room is locked up tight. Has to be. They're the only ones who know where I keep the keys to this room. Well, yes. I work with these people every day.
Once again,
I know them. They know me.
La Mer.
They know my family. Hell, some of them are my family. Now we're short and I'm swamped. I don't have time to start a big investigation. I'd really appreciate any help you could give. You could start by asking my oldest boy, Henry, if he's seen anything. Then there's Gloria, my main field hand. Nothing happens here without her knowing. You should talk to everyone, but you could start with those two? Good. Thanks for doing this.
It was Bill. I saw him. He's the one who stole food from the shed. I saw him do it. 'Cause he's a psycho, a real lunatic, evil. And he's manipulative and a liar. He shouldn't work here. He doesn't deserve all that praise from everyone. I'm the one who works hard round here. A copy of the key is in the footlocker next to his bed. See you later.
Don't recognise your face. What do you want? A crime, eh? Go on then. Ask your questions. What? That's not possible. We've got a truce with the hooligans outside, and the shed gets locked up every night. We'd have heard someone breaking in. Only someone who knows the place would have been able to pull that off. I don't trust the little one, Oscar. He's a wanker. Bad attitude. Not like his brother, Henry. Suppose you should go ask Bill and Pat what they know. Good guys. Hard workers, especially Bill. Bye!
You a new farmhand? You a pig, then? What? No! Forget it. What's this about a crime? Food missing? No, I hadn't heard. Honest. That's bad, especially since supplies are already short thanks to those damn hooligans. What are you on about? Alright. Listen, you should ask Gloria if she's seen anything. She knows everything that happens around here.
don't recognise your face. What do you want? Yeah, a face I don't recognise. And I know yours. And I'm Gloria. What do you want? Yeah. A crime, eh? Absolutely not. Most of the people here are members of Frederick's family. The others were brought on by me. They're hard-working, trustworthy people. They may have had rough pasts, but you can't judge a man for that. Not in Eastminster, you can't. What? That's not... I don't like what you're implying. I'd never steal from Frederick. He's a good man. What he does for Eastminster is no small thing. Yeah, you caught me. I ain't stealing food from Frederick, though. I wouldn't. There's no big secret. We all have private lives. I don't have to share mine with you. I don't trust the little one, Oscar. He's a wanker. Bad attitude. Not like his brother, Henry. Suppose you should go ask Bill and Pat what they know. Good guys. Hard workers, especially Bill. Bye!
If you want to rest, we can do it in shifts.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Bit of a hoarder, are you?
Morning. And who might you be? Oh, really? Splendid. And how did you meet? Ah, a new friend. Welcome. What can I do for you? Food missing? Oh dear. That's terrible. We were already short, what with the hooligans taking their cut. Oh, but it could only have been someone who works here. The dogs would have gone mad if someone tried to break in. Probably because I am. Isn't everyone? I don't know anything about any missing food, though. I'm sorry to disappoint, but I honestly don't know anything. No, none. I suppose it could have been one of the farmhands. I hate to make an accusation like that, but I just don't know who else it could be. Both of my boys are angels.
A new face. Can I help you find something?
Directly from the Enigma Variations. That
Shit.
was Edward L.
This is about the missing food, isn't it? You'll want to know who took it then. It was me.
I had the pleasure of watching a performance of this next piece at the Its
Right.
beauty transcends space and time.
Does it matter?
Next, it's the swan lake phenomenon.
Before you do anything, you should know that telling Frederick the truth will result in my death. Then again, maybe that's what I deserve. Of course not. He would fire me though. And this job is the only thing that's keeping me safe from them. The hooligans. The ones outside. I ran with them when I was younger. It was either that or starve. As soon as I heard this farm was looking for help, I left. No one here has any clue what I did before. They all think I was just another vagrant. People in Eastminster don't exactly like the hooligans. And for good reason. Things they do. Things I did. It's not who I am anymore. Because I left. I abandoned them. That's an automatic death sentence. They found out where I was. Saw me. Work in the yard. They said they were gonna burn this place down and kill everyone here for helping me. I tried to explain that no one here even knew my past. The only reason they didn't do it was because I said I'd bring them food. Guess they were hungry enough to agree. No, I know 7 crates doesn't sound like a lot, but I don't know if you get how short food is in Eastminster. Frederick already gives him a crate a week. What I gave him on top of that was enough of a bargaining chip to protect the farm in the future, but it wasn't enough to protect me. As soon as I walk out those doors... Oh, Frederick, by the way, I lied about my past to put the farm and your entire family in danger. Cheers. Sorry. Don't mean to be a dick, but no, I don't think you'd appreciate that. You're gonna kill every hooligan in Eastminster. Yeah, good luck with that. The thing about hooligans is that there's always more. No matter what you decide, I'll understand.
Junk? Junk? Lovely junk?
Haunting, yet poignant at the same time. You just heard Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake finale. Have you ever seen a swan in real life? Such magnificent creatures. If you haven't seen one, then let Camille Saint-Saëns' The Swan paint a picture in your mind.
Don't recognise your face. What do you want?
Well, what did you find? Bill? No, really? What proof do you have? Damn! That's disappointing. I liked the man. He was a hard worker. Well, I'll have to fire him. Do you know why he did it? Go on. But why? We have an agreement with them. Yes, this makes sense. I never would have hired him if I had known. Yes, well, that doesn't change anything. He put my entire family in danger. Personally, I'd rather starve. Well, thanks for your help. All of this isn't what I was expecting. But I believe you. You've done a good thing.
But tragedy often brings retrospection and appreciation for times gone by. Please, enjoy Brahms' Tragic Overture, Opus 81.
Hello there. What? I mean, I suppose I have always thought of myself as a community leader of sorts. I help out where I can. I do my part to spread cheer and goodwill. But I'm a tire salesman. It's a nice thought, but I doubt the people of Eastminster want a tire salesman representing them. Even if my tires are the best you'll find in all of London. I'm flattered, but I'm sure the people of Eastminster don't want a tire salesman representing them. Really? That's so... I'm honestly touched. I don't quite know what to say. Listen, I've lived in Eastminster my whole life. I've seen its highest highs and lowest lows. I know what the people here are capable of. And they deserve more than a tire salesman who decides one day that he's in charge. If Eastminster is to have an official leader, that leader should be officially elected by the community. Well, first you'll need to nab some ballots. I'd ask Octavia Holland if she has any. That is, if you still think it's a good idea.
Hey there. Ballots? Oh, interesting. No, I don't have any ballots. I may, however, know where you can find some. If my memory serves, there should be some old ballot cards at City Hall in Southwark. I've been meaning to go and scavenge the place myself, but it's quite overrun.
They call us sea devils, warriors of the deep, monsters. Can't they just leave us alone? My how? I've learned to swim today. So proud of him. Hopefully the ferryman will get us some mitten lurk eggs soon. They're delicious. This a fresh dry land. What are you buying? Right, we have a limit.
Assistant, to battle! Fucking have it!
authentic science fiction. My flunky is getting some nasty You cannot defeat Kira the Almighty.
That was Johannes Brahms' tragic overture, Opus 81. How delightful. In 1836, Robert Schumann declared this Chopin's
Decided you'd like some
closest
tires
work to
after all?
genius. I agree with him.
You do? Splendid. The next step is getting some support in writing. I don't expect you to ask every person in Eastminster on my behalf. But if you can convince enough of them, I'll accept my role as official leader. 5? Surely you must be joking. We'll need more than that. If you can secure support from a lot of respectable community figures, I'll see what I can do my side.
Can I help at all? Toby? He's a bit meddlesome, isn't he? Ugh. I guess it's only because he cares. I suppose he's all right. Okay, I'll sign.
Yeah? Yes? Are you mad? 400 tickets for a measly pistol?
It's not just a pistol. If you knew anything about guns, you'd know that.
I know more about guns than you do.
This conversation is over. Buy or leave.
Looking for anything in particular?
Eastminster could use a strong leader. Looking for anything in particular? Only the best.
Fish, fresh fish, and tarberries, fresh tarberries. Isn't Toby already the leader of Eastminster? I see. Well, Toby's a good man, sells great tyres. Sure, I'll sign.
Yes? That's an interesting thought. Maybe if Eastminster had an official leader, things would finally change around here. Sure. I'll sign.
Hello there. Excuse me.
And what do you want? Toby? The tyre seller? Well, his tyres are fairly priced, sure. Why not? And what do you want? My story? Well, there ain't much to tell. Dad was a gentry paper pusher. I never met my mum. Decided one day I was sick of the bullshit and left. Wanted to live like a person, you know? I'm a scavenger. Damn good at it too.
Hey there. Bye. Hey there. So that's what those ballots are for? I can't think of anyone else who'd be better suited, so sure.
A little too close for comfort, mate.
If you're dining, please take a seat. Or you can order drinks at the bar. Oh, I adore Toby. Such a nice chap. He always orders food when he comes in. He sees the potential of this place. It could be so much more than a watering hole. I'd love to sign for Toby, but I need a favour first. If this place is ever going to be more than a pub, I need to serve more than just fish and chips. I saved up and put a food order in with Marley and Wilma, but it still hasn't arrived. Would you go and check on it for me?
What's up? I knew Toby from the Good Samaritans. I know he wants what's best. Don't know what difference having an official leader would make, but sure. I'll endorse Toby.
Can you believe that guy? What a rip-off. Not really, but I know that 500 tickets is too much to spend on a bloody pistol. Sure,
Hello, and welcome to Griffith's Sale. You've arrived just in time. This gorgeous number was created by an unknown, but clearly talented designer. As you can see, the stitching is reminiscent of works from an earlier era. Let's start this off at 20 tickets, 30 tickets, 40 tickets. Do we have a bid? I suppose I've always thought of Mr. Leader anyways. Sure, why not?
Hello, I'm Miss Abigail Bruner, the school teacher in Eastminster. Toby? I know Toby. He's the chap always going on about tires. Why does Eastminster need an official leader, though? Things have been improving since the fifth column moved in. I'm not sure if that's true, but I'll sign for Toby. However, I need you to do something first. I've been going over the great buildings of London in class and would love to show my students Somerset House. The thing is, a group of hooligans recently claimed it as their own. If you'd be so kind as to deal with the situation for me, I'd be happy to endorse Toby. Oh, I do hope you're successful.
I like silence, but it always makes me uneasy.
I'll monitor from here.
Hi, how are you?
That was Frédéric Chopin's Ballad No. 1 in G minor, Opus 23. Simply wonderful. The term sonata originates from the Italian, though the word now has lost its original meaning. To me, it means quality, something the pop words today cannot achieve. And there is no better proof of that than our next piece, Domenico Scarlatti's Keyboard Sonata in F minor, K19.
Hey, I think I'm okay.
Killed him!
Come on! Move back, idiot.
Covering fire.
Come on! Cover me! Look behind something here!
Covering fire.
Move up! We got this one!
Did you have any luck? Splendid. Oh, thank you so much. I know the kids will really appreciate it. Here's that signature you asked for. And this is for you. I hope it brings you luck.
Quit your breathing. It's all...
How are those endorsements coming along? Let me have a look. It appears there is a consensus. I am officially the leader of Eastminster. This calls for a speech. The people
Just
of
move along.
Eastminster asked Toby the Tire Man to be their official leader, and I accepted. It is with great honor that I stand before you today. Eastminster deserves a voice, and I am proud to be it. Just as I am proud to announce the return of the Good Samaritans. No longer will we be dependent on the charity of others. Together, we will forge a new Eastminster. I wanted to thank you again. This wouldn't have been possible without you. That was the last we saw of Camelot. It was the last we saw of the Good Samaritans, too. Lost too many people. The void that was left was filled by the fifth column. I don't quite know what their angle is. All I do know is that Eastminster deserves more than to be a pawn in someone else's game. Yes, a few of the original members are still around. And there's a few new people that I think might be interested. Here's a list. Would you speak to them and see if they're game? Thank you. Seriously.
That was Domenico Scarlatti's keyboard sonata in F minor, K19. And now, Mussorgsky asks us all to join him in silence and contemplation. May his
That was some
meditation
speech, wasn't it?
enlighten your day.
Me? I'm a former Tommy officer. Doubt they'd want me to. He did? Well then, report my acceptance.
I'm in. I heard Toby's speech. He's bringing back the Good Samaritans. It's a beautiful day in Eastminster.
I'll monitor from here. Yes, Psychic? Off I go alone again. But if you want back in the sidekick business, look me up.
I'm just delighted for Toby. Me? But who would greet new visitors? Oh, well in that case, sure. I love being part of groups.
Did you see Toby up there on the steps? Me? Oh, no. I'm joining the Pistols in Camden. I'm not exactly Good Samaritan material. Because, have you seen me? I look like them. I do suppose that's pretty superficial, though. Shit. Maybe you're right. Alright, fine. Count me in.
Did you hear Toby's speech? I can't believe the Good Samaritans are coming back. I don't know. My father used to be in the Good Samaritans. It didn't go well for him. That's pretty presumptuous, seeing as how you never met my dad. The annoying thing is that you're right. He believed in the Good Samaritans. And you know what? So do I. I may regret this. But all right, I'll join.
What's the verdict? I can't tell you how happy that makes me. Eastminster is now one step closer to being autonomous. Thank you.
This isn't cooking. This is a fucking waste of human life.
Where do you think you're going? It doesn't matter what you say. If your name's not on my list, you're not getting through my gate. I will bet my last ticket that it's... Wait. You're not... Oh, yes, I do remember something about a last-minute name being added. My sincerest apologies. Right this way.
Come on, chop chop!
I'd avoid Piccadilly Street if I were you. A train derailed. From Islington of all places. Took the whole street with it.
Meditation. Oh, how I love the sound of culture in the morning.
You'd have to be insane to take on the Tommies.
Ride of the Valkyries.
You after some directions, mister? I'd be delighted to tell you everything about it for the very modest sum of a single ticket. It's a bargain if you ask me. Smashing, that'll do. Now let's begin the tour. First of all, this is the Admiralty Arch. Same as it was back before the bombs fell, except for the blast gate, that is. First of all, this is the Admiralty Arch. Same as it was back before the bombs fell, except for the blast gate, that is. Back in the day, Admiralty Arch used to play an important role on ceremonial occasions, with processions such as royal weddings, funerals, coronations, and all that sort of thing. Now the only processions that take place are either food or just refugees trying to escape everything outside the walls. It's basically a glorified backdoor into Westminster. It's sad, really. Anyways, follow along. The next one is just up here.
I do hope Father is proud of me. Oh dear. Another poor commoner come begging for table scraps. Too much pride, that's your problem. If you don't want my help, scram.
Please maintain order and carry on. Questions will be answered at a much later time and date. There will be a press release for all gentry. You ain't one of them rich toffs, are you? Look, I don't know much, but I'm happy to help out anyone with 2 ungilded brain cells to rub together. Feel free to have a gander. Oddly enough, not a soul on the train. When it cracked through the concrete, a few gentry caught the express to the pearly gates, though. Name a reason. This train came from Islington. Do you know the last time a train came from there? I don't. It's been decades since something ran that track, which is why it was all cracked and busted. The train hit an upturned tire and launched itself topside. Then boom! The whole thing exploded into a fiery mess behind me. Never heard that name before. Officially, no one's been blamed, but I'm sure some powdered wig's gonna point a finger somewhere eventually. The gentry, this century, if we're lucky, you could wrap the world in the gentry's red tape. You'd think they would need this railway. Well, they do, and they don't. Since it's inside their walls, they'll fix it, even if it's just to avoid the eyesore. But they don't need it. That track was abandoned. And this lot's got a fully working train line right beneath Westminster. Even you could probably catch a ride.
I'm in touch with humanity. It must be horrible to live in places without luxury. Am I invisible? Or are you an invalid? Which is it?
I do hope Father is proud of me.
I live in fear knowing you people can reproduce.
What'll it be?
Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries.
Enjoy!
Gustav Holst composed Mars after an astrology-centered holiday. What wonders would he have composed had he looked at his own planet? Ponder with me through this next piece.
That's a bit steep, Mo, all things considering.
What are you talking about? Take her out for a try, and you'll see my fences.
Maybe I'll visit outside the walls sometime. See how the other half lives.
Please remain calm if you are injured.
In a hurry? An important meeting, perhaps? I think not.
Come down from the stars as we applaud Gustav Holst's Mars, the bringer of war. Masorgskid joins us now with a piece from his unfinished fair at Sorocinci. Let a joyful noise ring, for this is Go Back.
Life at the top is immensely satisfying.
You there? Hello? Hello! Come here. I've never seen you before, and I never forget a face. Where are you from?
Well, I was looking for some more specificity. I'm just curious, you see. It's not often we have brand new people here in Westminster. Perhaps we started things off on the wrong foot. I am the one and only Alistair Tenpenny, Lord and sole proprietor of Tenpenny Manor. A pleasure to meet you. Years. Decades. Sometimes it's hard to tell where the history of Westminster ends and where my own history begins. Ah, you're too kind. But trust me, I merely look very rich. I am actually incredibly rich. Ah, yes. I wanted to know because, well, when I saw you, I thought there's a fellow who looks like they know how to get things done. You see, I have a very peculiar job with a large paycheck, the kind people like you don't walk away from. Do you understand? I can't just tell you. Not out here in the open. If you're in any way interested in a high-paying job, meet me later inside my manor. We'll discuss it there. Until then, toodles.
Ah, the joys of being a lord. I could fall asleep in the chamber and still get paid.
Halt! Citizen! Where do you think you're going? We don't allow just any rabble in there. Who do you think you are? You must be joking. The palace is where Parliament meets. Now what's your business here?
And remind you the best is always ahead of us. Enjoy introduction and
You want me, a loyal subject of the realm, to give up information like that? How dare you?
Dirt like that doesn't come cheap, you know.
You strike me as someone who can solve problems. Violent ones. Am I correct? Maybe you could help me out with a little pest problem we're having. A gentleman who owns a house in the area would very much like to sell it. Unfortunately, it's currently home to some unofficial owners. Squatters. Here's the location of the house. Get rid of them.
I do hope Father is proud of me.
another masterpiece by Chopin. That was Introduction and Polonaise Brillante in C major. With this next piece, Liszt reminds us there is no grief that cannot be consoled. Here is Constellations number 3.
Everything loyal. You devil.
And country.
Found you. Good grief. Right. You're finished. Get it.
This is too much work. My goodness!
Well, I tried.
Huh? What?
You're a roundhead, no doubt. Typical. God save the Queen!
Silence, since we returned from France, these Constellations number 3. Originally incidental music for a play based on a Norwegian folk hero, the following piece has gained a life of its own. In the Hall of the Mountain King is next.
On guard!
Fabian!
to die.
You're back. I trust the house is ready for its new owner. Good, good. Anyway, someone called Smythe has been putting a lot of pressure on Parliament. They want to round up the Cavaliers and Roundheads against the wall, clean the streets, reclaim the city for the good folk, and so forth. It seems like they hold a lot of power around here, but they've gone completely under the radar. The fact you know their name means you know more than most people. I was just about to get to that point, if you'd let me. There's an old law you might be able to make use of. The Parliament Representation Act 2177. They have to let you in if a representative from each tithe-paying London borough signs your petition. These days that would be Camden, Hackney, Lambeth, and Islington. That'll be a tricky one. Your determination is impressive. This is off the record, but if you aren't able to get any of the signatures, I know a guy who might be able to help. His name's Clifford. Sits in the cafe on Bridge Street most days, but he doesn't come cheap. Now if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to my duties.
I should really start writing a resignation letter just in
Well
case.
met, stranger. How can I help you? Ah, then why didn't you bloody say so before? Nice to work with you. I should say, I don't do marriage certificates. Not since the incident. Don't ask. Let me see. Yep. Yeah. Oh yeah, I can forge you those signatures. All I need is some handwriting references. Letters work best. Don't care how you get them. The least I know, the better. First one will be about 100 tickets. The next ones will cost you more. The more I write, the more you pay. So, bring me those references and I'll get to work. All right, Poppet? And whomst do I have the honor of impersonating? Well, go get it. And I'll be, well, right here.
Nothing like a swim in our Thames to make you feel alive.
Perhaps his best known piece. You just heard Chopin's Nocturne in E-flat major number 2, opus 9.
Hopefully the ferryman will get us some mitten lurk eggs soon. They're delicious.
Faust overture, proving that even deals with the devil can sound quite beautiful.
Your greasy paws off my hand.
The surface world gets louder. Sorry about that, human.
Fresh dry land. What are you buying? Great. We have a...
One day, I'll take my family to see the circus. One day.
Get your hairy horse out of here. They're getting for trouble.
Haven, you are my pride.
A fresh dry lander. What are you buying? Great. We have a limited...
You just heard Rob.
To whoever's been tasked with delivering this message, listen closely and keep your voice down. You ain't meant to be seen around here, not by anyone at the farm. They'd set off all the alarms if they caught you. Now, if you're looking for what's hidden, you'll need to follow my instructions carefully. Behind the outhouses, there's a cluster of straw bales stacked up. Pay attention now, because there's a hatch in none of them bales. Yeah, that's right. Just push the straw aside, and you'll reveal the hatch. It's the secret entrance to our poachine cellar. Only a few of us know about it, and we'd like to keep it that way. We got some valuable stuff in there, and we're not too keen on sharing with just anyone who stumbles upon the farm. So, use this holotape as your guide, but don't let anyone see you. If you're discreet, you'll find your way to the cellar safe and sound. Remember, stay quiet and keep this our little secret. Good luck.
Welcome to the British Broadcast Ministry. I'm Bradley Fordworth, and I'll be presenting you with some delightful classical music from our story belts. Join me, won't you? Who says classical music can be fun? Enjoy this favorite of concertos and rhapsodies alike. Here is Franz.
I could murder a full English.
If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none.
Oh, hello, stranger. How wonderful to meet you. Lovely day, isn't it? I'm tip-top, thanks for asking. What brings you here, then? Well, you should go tell your old friend that I'm fine, and I don't need some fresh-faced lab rat to babysit me. Now, if you'll please excuse me, I'm rather busy at the moment. Help with what? I don't know what you mean, stranger. Wait for it. Wait for it. And we're clear. Finally, that bloody guard moved out of earshot. We can drop the charade. Do you have any idea the amount of danger you put us in just now? Never mind, there's no time. I'm actually glad you're here. I was just about to sneak into where they're holding Uma and try and break her out. But it's a suicide mission without a proper distraction. Fine, whatever. No time to argue. She's in that building over there. She should be the only prisoner in the holding area, so you can't miss her. As soon as you hear my distraction, take Uma and run like hell back to the safe house. I'll meet you both there.
Get the hell out of me!
My mother wanted me to be a farmer. Gotta get my hands dirty in other ways.
Piss off, you little pipsqueak. You hear something?
Lads,
The blood
found
bitch
them.
that barks gets put down.
Why'd you skedaddle off, prick?
Are you simple, mate? You've got a slappable face, you know that.
I'm Olivia. I'm Roger. And this is... Crystal Palace Radio.
Watch where you're going, you
Crystal
donut.
Palace Radio. Oh, I thought we were adding the... We've never added the before. Sorry. Did we do it again? It's live, Roger. It's live. Butcher Pete is coming up next in our track list. I always get hungry whenever I listen to this song. Yeah. Roger, did you just ask me out? No. I mean, no. Here's the song.
I found the sneaky rat! You're right, Chris. Keep moving so I don't have to. More bodies getting shite done, never hurt anything.
Well, they put him in jail again. They tried to give him life. Pete beat the case. He pleaded innocent. They gave him back his same old knife.
What's going on? Who the hell are you? Not much of a choice, I guess. Let's get the hell out of here. Watch your back. Because I can see exactly where my knife would fit.
Well, he got out of jail on Sunday night. Monday he packed his grip. He started to China to see the sight. Went nuts again and chopped up the ship.
I'll teach you better.
Brought old Pete back to town to electrocute him there. But Pete crazy, like a clown, chopped down that electric chair. He's a maniac. Don't do nothing but hack.
Once again, Butcher Pete by Roy
If you
Brown.
hang around, wouldn't hurt none.
Ding dong. It's time to pay the piper with a paid advertisement.
They've paid us to advertise
Uma.
that enrollment is
Thank
now
God you're
open
alive.
for the next school
Great
year.
work, lab rat. I'll take her
delay.
from here. Let's split up and draw their fire in opposite directions. We'll meet you
Miss
back at the safe
Bruner's
house.
School for the Children of Eastminster. Your children are our future.
Some songs just make my heart swell with joy. And this is one of them.
Straight from Roger's heart to yours. It's way back home.
roads are the dustiest, the winds are the gustiest, the days are the rustiest, the bars are the crustiest, the songs the lustiest, the friends the trustiest, way back home, The trees are the sappiest, the days are the nappiest, the dogs are the yappiest, the kids are the scrappiest, the jokes the snappiest, the folks the happiest, way back home. Don't know why I left the homestead, I really must confess.
Greetings, fellow listeners. You're on the mend with Nigel the Nihilist. This next one's so old there's literally dust on the record. It's called Scarborough Fair by the beautiful Camilla's Choice.
Get in here. Lock the door behind you. We did it. I can't believe we pulled it off and we're all back in one piece. My heart is literally beating out of my chest. You should have seen how those syndicate dogs scattered when the bomb went off. Like little puppies leaving trails of piss behind them as they ran. It was beautiful. I've got to be honest, I was not thrilled to see you when you first showed up, but I'll be damned if you didn't save the day. Thank you. Well, it's very much appreciated. I'm sure Blind Nelson and Gaunt will feel the same way. Good to hear your voice, Gaunt. And thanks to our trusty lab rat here, me and Uma are alive and kicking. Over.
Oh, it's not gone. It's Johnny. Christ, it's good to hear your voice too. You guys shouldn't have run off like that. Gaunt won't best pleased. Threw a chair at Nelson, he did.
Yeah, they're right here beside me. Over.
Oi, lab rat. Nice work out there today. I think I speak for everyone on this end of the microphone when I... You finally proved yourself loyal to our little family. I better come back to see what Gaunt has to say, though. Better get your bums back to the Swan when the heat dies down. Over and out. Over. Over.
I'm Bradley Fortworth, keeping you calm and carrying you on through the day with the best of classical music and cultural programming, directly from the BBM studios here in wonderful London. Up next, one of the most well-known waltzes in human history, a true symphonic odyssey for the ears. This is Johann Strauss's The Blue Danube Waltz.
Well, well, our little wayfarer has returned. You're looking in a lot better nick than when we first found you, I must say. I've been paying mind to what you've been up to round here. Seems you're not a bad sort, me old mucker. So listen, I got an opportunity for you. You can keep on doing odd jobs for us, help out here and there for a few tickets, or you can step up to the big game. I'm offering you the chance to join the ranks of the vagabonds. Join our family proper. Your blood becomes our blood. Our fate becomes your fate. What do you say? Glad your gun's on our side. That's what I like to hear. But now let's not get ahead of ourselves. I still have a task for you before you join proper. We're on a war footing, and every new recruit has to prove their value for the effort. You want to join the vagabonds, you gotta show your loyalty and your worth. The job is straightforward. Put down a dog and bring me its collar. Not just any dog though. I want the blood of a syndicate enforcer captain, and I want its lapel pin in my hand as proof of the deed. Do that and you'll truly be one of us. Speak to Nelson for more info. The other lieutenants can kit you out with some gear.
Alright, Labrat. What can I do for you? Since you ask, I could do with someone fetching something personal down Millwall way. I used to go to St Edmund's Church there, and the old songs have been on my mind lately. Fancy popping along and nabbing a hymn book from there? Champion. Alright, Labrat. What can I do for you? Gaunt wants more fill of blood, eh? Time to kill us some more doggies. Ah, well. If that's your job, then I can help you live through it, I hope. If you're planning a straight fight, then I can give you some armour. But if you want to be all tactical-like, then you can't go wrong with some well-timed grenades. Sure thing. Here you go. More bodies getting shite done never hurt anything.
How you doing, mate? Huh. Well, if you're out and about, then can you get me some decent booze? I've not been able to venture out lately, and I'm getting sick of all what's down the bar. Any new brew has set me right as rain. How you doing, mate? Hey, no trouble. I had fresh deliveries of chems and medicines today. Which would you rather have your mitts on? Here you go, mate.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
What you after? Lead. Yeah, lead. Heavy stuff. Need it for making more ammo? Go get me some. Good sport. If you hang around, wouldn't hurt none. What you after?
Sure, I guess you need the right weapon for the job. You fancy a shooter or a slicer? Right, here you go.
Hello, young plum. Help? I can't help with that. Can't even see enough to help you. Ha ha! You gotta do this on your own. No hand-holding. But I'll give you a bit of background so you know what you're in for. The Syndicate has an enforcement division known by locals as the Sniffers. Their whole job is to keep the peace, as they call it, meaning meting out a bit of the old ultra-violence against anything they consider subversive. Pretty cruel bunch by all accounts. They tend to wander around in small groups round Millwall, looking for trouble. You'll find a few round Tower Hamlets and the Dome too. Each group has a captain, and they're usually smart and tough. You want to get that pin off their collar, you gotta be smarter and tougher. And they ain't the complacent type, so don't expect no shortcuts here. Like I said, no hand-holding on this one. You're on your own, I'm afraid. Do please try not to die.
If I had it my way, you wouldn't dare show your face here.
Just heard Johann Strauss II's uber popular The Blue Danube Waltz. Not just a bird. The cuckoo informs us that it is time for the day's work to begin. That is why this most illustrious bird is the topic of our next piece.
How'd you
by
like
the
that?
Wilson song.
Protect and survive.
Can I help you? Take a look. Goodbye.
How goes the hunt? Well, well, I wasn't sure you had it in you, me old China. Very well done indeed. And good riddance to the dirty dog you scrubbed to get this. Here, keep this pin. Your first trophy is something to hold on to with pride. And take these threads. You're one of us now, so you ought to dress the part too. Welcome to the Vagabonds. Now, I told you I had some big plans coming up. Come see me and the boys in the lounge and I'll tell you what comes next. It's time for those dogs to find out what happens when we bite back.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer. I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Well, here we all are then. Listen up, lads. I've called us together for a reason. The dogs hit us hard last time, coming right to the centre of our turf. Well, I didn't want no rash response, but now our heads have cooled, it's time we looked at how to bite back. The dogs are trying to get the nuclear reactor on their turf up and running. We've got to win this war before that can happen. That reactor could produce double the power Battersea can. The gentry would have the tummies in their gaff in seconds. They'd be untouchable. So now's the time to strike, and strike hard. And we've got us some extra help now. The lab rat we found down bridge is moving up in the world. This wayfarer is now a vagabond.
Nice one.
Good work, mate.
Get in. You've had a taste of Syndicate blood, wayfarer. I'm hoping you're hungry for more. We're moving to a new phase in the war, one that's going to see us much more active, and I want you as our new commando. The old man's keeping his neck out of this one. He thinks we should keep our heads low and stay out of trouble. Well, I've had enough of that. No more defensive maneuvers. No more shithouse posturing. It's time to give the Syndicate what they deserve. And if that means escalating the fight, then I say bring it the fuck on. That's what I've got the lads here for. Chill, bullet tooth, shrapnel. I told you all I want new plans for how we can do some proper damage to the dogs. And new blood here is going to be our point person. What you got for me?
More bodies getting shite done never hurt anything.
I've got an easy aspiration, boss. I say we take down the dredge.
The Mudchute prison boat? What do you mean, take it down?
We crack it open and steal the yoke. There's a bunch of our blokes in there. Lab rat here can sneak in, let everyone out, then set a few well-placed bombs to sink the whole damn place.
I ever tell you you're a fucking lunatic, Johnny?
You've mentioned it a few times, boss. But, what exactly is it about this that seems so mad?
The dredge is guarded to the tits. You couldn't sneak a gnat's fart in there. And what's the good in blowing it up? Syndicates have been trying to call us terrorists ever since we broke out that friend of Yvette's. If we bomb a prison, they'll just use that as propaganda against us.
Not everyone's fond of prisons, gone, and our lot in there have some grit in a fight. Would be nice to have them back in our numbers rather than rotting in the clink.
There's some logic in your lunacy, Shrapnel. We could do with more hands, and it would stick it to the dogs if we break our boys out of the dredge. All right, tell our chum your plan, then.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Here, 3 bombs is enough to sink the ship if you get the chance to use them. They'll need placing around the lower deck. Once they're set, you'll need a scarper. Quick. Good luck, mate.
Alright, gents, so tell me, what does the Syndicate have in abundance that we don't?
Web toes.
Herpes.
Literally everything.
No. I mean, yeah, probably. But I'm thinking of one thing in particular. Supplies. While we're choking down squirrel stew and using rock gut whiskey to treat anything from the flu to a bullet in the head, the IODS has enough food and medicine to supply both them and the whole of Westminster. I feel it's high time we alleviate them of some of that excess and put ourselves in a position to succeed. After all, health is wealth.
So what are you suggesting we do about it? And if you say a train robbery again, I swear to God.
Well, now, just hear me out. There's a train that makes up a third of the Syndicate supply line, and
Oh, for fuck's sake, Winston. You've been reading your bloody spy comic books again. You're not 006 or whatever. Give it a rest.
Well, it's 005 actually, and what I read in my spare time has nothing to do with this. I really don't see what your issue is anyway. They have supplies. They transport them via train. We rob the train. It's simple.
It's not bloody simple. It's never bloody simple. There are far too many variables at play in a job like that. We broke even by the skin of our bollocks on the supply run to the lab, and you want to up the ante? Not a chance. Out of the question.
That's just it though, innit? You're looking at the ones and zeros of the returns from the lab. But the real intangible score of that job run is staring us right in the bloody face.
What are you on about? What, the Wayfarer? Not a bad point. Alright, fine. Here's what we'll do. Let's send the Wayfarer to strap on a tux and play international spy. And if they don't come back, we're only back to net zero on that lab run. Happy?
Seems like the more people we send, the better chance of success we'd have. But yeah, sure. I'll take what I can get.
Good. You should be thanking me for even agreeing to that. The stakes of a job like this are still sky high, seeing as if the Wayfarer fucks this up, the heat comes down on our heads like a redcoat's deli belly. You hear that, Wayfarer? If you muck this up and get yourself killed, I'll find you in the afterlife and shit down your throat for the rest of eternity.
Third movement of Bach's Lute Suite in E minor, commonly known as correct.
Excellent. So the train passes through Poplar Station. That's where you'll be heading first. The station is a syndicate outpost, so you'll most likely have to put down some dogs to get to the control room. Once you're there, all you have to do is switch the train's route to Canning Town Station. Hop aboard, and Bob's your uncle, you're done. We'll be waiting in Canning Town to unload the supplies. Easy peasy.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be just that simple. What could go wrong? It's only the Syndicate's most important and highly guarded assets we're talking about. So in case it's not the sunny stroll in the park that Winston is presenting it as, take these explosives. If we can't have those supplies, nobody can. Get me? If things start going south, blow that train to Kingdom Come. Even if we come away empty-handed, at least we'll muck up the Syndicate's main supply lines.
But securing those supplies is still the main objective, so don't go blowing them up for the hell of it. Any questions? Good luck, mate. The lads will see you in Canning Town. Quick, take this before Gaunt sees.
Christ. This is such a mistake.
All part of the boss's plan, apparently.
Guns is what we need, boss. Syndicate always have more than us. Way more. We can't win a war without enough weapons. Syndicate get regular supplies from the Gentry factories. I know of a depot they run in a warehouse by West India Quay. I say we break in there and clean it out.
You must be joking. Security will be tighter than a rat's arse there. I'd have to send a whole team in to get more than a handful of guns. It's too dicey by half.
I know a gal that might be able to help us. An old, associate. She could find a way past the systems there, at least long enough to shift some crates out. We just need someone to break in and open the loading bay from the inside.
No, this is just stupid. Get your fucking brain in gear. I want to hurt the dogs, not do some petty theft. Anything we nick, they'd just replace in a week. We'd be better off burning the place down. Destroy whatever's there, fancy security and all, and fuck up their supply operations for months. Wouldn't even take much explosives to fry a weapons dump.
You're cool, boss. But there's bound to be some lovely gear in there. Would be a crying shame to see it all go to waste. If we're burning a place down, then there's no harm in nabbing some guns whilst we're at it, is there?
Okay, sure, but that's just some frosting. The real aim here is to fuck over the Syndicate. You been paying attention, Wayfarer? Good. Take these charges. Find a way into this warehouse and set them somewhere that'll cook extra crisp.
and take this old card of mine and go see Frosty Valentina. She runs a bakery these days near Millwall High Street. She should recognise the card from our old days. I'd go see her myself, but the Syndicate sniffers would kill me on sight. Tell her what you're about, and she can sort you with something to bypass the security systems.
Waste of time. We don't need this Millwall bint.
Hey, no need to talk about Valentina like that.
Fine. I just want the fucking job done. No distractions.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer.
Elgar's.
But I get my hands dirty enough.
We wind up our days with toil and nights with sleep. May Debussy guide you through your night with his nuage.
Found him.
I'll get you.
Get you.
Hello, sugar. Can I interest you in some lovely ass buns? Or maybe you'd prefer a frosted finger? But I don't know anyone called... Oh, it's Tony? Tony the tall man. Bless my Gideon, I've not heard from him in donkeys. Oh, we've had some history, I'll tell you that. What does that old devil want all of a sudden? Those days are far behind me, dearie. But if Tony sent you, I guess I can help. I don't have the right components just lying around, mind. Let's see. I need you to fetch me some copper, a set of circuitry, and a bit of plastic. Then I'll see what I can cobble together. Ever so compliant, aren't ya? Well, run along then, pup. Back so soon? How's the search? Of course. Remember.
back.
I'll knock you out, sunshine. Shut it, you toilet. You hear something? Lads, found them! We need to get the hell out of here! I'll get... Yeah. Blimey, we're in a right mess, we are. Fingers crossed, you can lend a hand.
You just heard Nuage, a section of Claude Debussy's Nocturnes. The master is here to grace our ears. This is Beethoven's String Quarter number 12.
Come here, you shifty little shit!
Huh?
You little bastard.
Silly bollocks, come here, I'm gonna clip you one!
You hear something?
Nah, someone's having a fun here.
Come here, you shifty little shit!
Oi, you're riling me now, sunshine.
Funny bugger, is it?
Come here, you shifty little shit. Oi.
You're pathetic.
Thanks for letting us out, Gov. What's the plan? On it. Fucking freedom, lads. Let's go.
I say, who are you? Are you letting us go? Thank goodness. It is most repugnant in here, and I'm sure we'd all be jolly pleased to leave it behind. You're hardly going to take a little army out on your own, are you? Listen, dear. There's an armory at the back, but it's guarded by the Warden's watchdog. If you can jig it open, we'll have enough weapons to mind ourselves. Stay in this rotten cell? Goodness, no. There's a canteen across the corridor, and I haven't had a cup of tea in days. We'll meet you there in a jiffy.
This is to my family. Seems my time has come. It's dark here, and the air is heavy. I can't go on much longer, nor will they let me. To my wife, I'm sorry for leaving you alone. You deserve better. Take care of our daughter, and tell her I love her more than anything. I hope one day you both find peace. Goodbye.
This ain't ever easy.
You just heard the majestic first movement of Ludwig van Beethoven's String Quartet, number 12. This next piece by Tchaikovsky reminds us of the hard-won British freedoms we enjoy every day and how we must preserve them as they are. This is the Marsha Slav.
How'd everyone stop getting shot? Who do you think you're messing with, eh? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that, human.
Sorry about that, human.
Need help? You've come to the right. Take care.
Back so soon? How's the search? Oh, lovely. Come down my back passage, love, and I'll see how I can fix you up. Right, now show us your bits. I used to work a lot with Tony on cracking syndicate systems, so I know how to get my fingers cleanly up a dog's back doors, as they say. But I don't have all the crafts I used to, so this will have to do for you. This card will get you through the electronic lock on the outside of the building and should put the security system into maintenance mode for a few minutes. It won't open any internal locks though, and if you trip any other alarms, then the security will reset. So watch where you put your bum about. Good luck with this, sugar. And if you see Tony, do tell him to come visit sometime. I wouldn't mind having my hands on his tools again, if you know what I mean.
Slappable face, you know that? Take.
I can see me now.
You're pathetic. Take that, you numpty. I'll get you for that. Never stop. I'll get.
Yeah.
Take that, you numpty!
Get some headphones!
You little bastard. Fuck yourself now, mate.
An appreciation of Britain's natural beauty. This is Edvard Grieg's Morning Mood.
They're too strong. We need backup.
As always, that was the irreplaceable beauty of Edvard Grieg's Morning Mood. In his life, Domenico Scarlatti tutored nobles, kings and queens. And now, here he is, gracing your ears with keyboard sonata in F minor K13. Singing up our sarcastic
Everyone stop that shot. You were already. I'm only getting started. prick. Not here. No. Not here.
Pin them down! Get you for that, you prick!
Bastard.
Nah, someone's having a bubble here.
What?
Clear apart the fuck yourself. Stop it, I'll get you. What? Lads, found them. Can everyone stop getting shot? No, not here.
Can I help you? I should be.
Domenico Scarlatti's keyboard sonata in F minor, K19. Who says classical music cannot be fun? Enjoy this favorite of concertos and rhapsodies alike. Here is Franz Liszt's Hungarian Rhapsody No. 2.
You hear something?
Huh?
Silly bollocks, come here. I'm gonna clip you.
Mate!
Can everyone stop getting shot?
Oh, look who it is! Come in! Watch yourself now, mate! Oi, you little slag! I can see him!
Okay. Seen the mum. No, not here.
Let's get this over with. Where have you snuck off to, you jammy little bastard? How'd you like that?
Who's there?
What the?
Yeah! Yeah!
You're pathetic.
Yeah. Oof.
You prick!
Yeah.
Bastard!
Beginning search of the unidentified intruder. Area secure. Please come out. I cannot find you. Endeavors. Please cease any additional efforts to evade the law. You criminal scum. Put down your weapons and submit to authority. Do not be alarmed. Order will be restored soon. Please stand by.
Yeah.
We advise immediate evacuation of the area. Attention all members of the public. Please take cover until the criminal is dealt with.
Heard Francis, Hungarian Rhapsody #2. Try playing that at your own personal pace.
Who's there?
Oh, how I love the sound of culture in the morning. Let us enjoy Richard Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries.
Please, desist.
Going up.
Nah, someone's having a bubble here. Come here, you shifty little shit. I could see her. I could see my mum.
No, well done, mate. We'll take it from here. Head back to Swan. Winston and Gaunt want to have a chat.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer. But I get my hands dirty in other ways.
Lads, found them.
This home, that was Richard Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries.
I'll get you for that.
Next piece is the invitation.
Fuck yourself
Let us
now,
all
mate.
use this time to cherish the things our great
Shut it,
nation
you
has
toilet.
given us. Please enjoy.
Get you.
Don't test me, you little runt.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna wind up on one of those meat hooks, you slag.
You're back. So, what happened? Damn, I was hoping you'd find a way to sink that monster. Ah, well. It's still good to get some of our old mates back.
Don't be so glum, Johnny. No one's ever done a jailbreak on the dredge before. This is going to embarrass the syndicate no end, and will screw over their relations with the gentry. You done well, Wayfarer. You should be proud. Now, what's next?
You beautiful bastard. You did it. Look at this score. I knew you'd come through. Gort may have doubted you, but I knew. I could tell you were the type of shit-kicking outlaw that could roll into town and take control of the situation. How was it? Did you throw anyone off the train? God, I wish I could have been there. Sounds exhilarating. You'll have to spill the details over a vodka martini sometime. It must have been such a thrill. I can only imagine. Anyway, thanks a million for pulling this off. You have no idea how helpful these supplies will be. I'll be able to start up a makeshift hospital for our injured, assign someone to be a full-time chef, get people repairing clothing. This stuff's a complete game changer.
Yeah, well done, mate. No doubt these supplies will help us out for the time being. However, you didn't disrupt the supply line between the Dogs and Westminster like I asked. Another train full of supplies will leave Poplar Station tomorrow like nothing ever happened.
If disrupting the supply line was that important to you, why didn't you just come right out and say so from the beginning? What are you not telling us?
When I need you to know something, you'll know it. Until then, don't even think about questioning me or my motives. Besides, you should be thanking me. You got your shipment of toys to play with because I gave the bloody order. Seems to me like you've got a lot of work to do. Better get to it.
Yeah, well, fair play, I suppose. There's a lot to do, and the sooner I get to it, the better off we'll be to execute whatever cryptic plan you're running. Thanks again, Wayfarer. Here, take this for your trouble. Patch yourself up.
Well, well, the hero returns. The boys came back a while ago, told me you did a fine job, and they nabbed a good haul too. The old gang's gonna be better equipped now. I owe you a pint for this, mate.
Enough of that. I want a proper debrief. Tell it from the start.
Oh, how's she holding up? Oh, she is a cheeky one. Well, well, if things settle down a bit, it would be nice to pay her a visit.
This is making me fucking sick. And you could forget about things settling down. That's the opposite of what's going to happen. But never mind that. You got into the warehouse then?
Very nice. You done well. These supplies are going to make a big difference, believe me. I'm well chuffed.
Listen to you two mugs. Clapping yourselves on the back over nothing. The syndicate still stands. A couple of crates of guns won't bother them. We've risked a lot for pittance here. Pathetic.
That was a performance of Modest Mussorgsky's.
What, two groups of enforcers on top of you and you just waltz back in all alone to blow things up?
Gordon fucking Bennett. That's some moxie you got there, mate.
I'll say. Bloody amazing. Well, I'm glad you're on our side. I wouldn't want to go up against someone as fucking mad as that.
Something like this deserves a special reward. Here, have this, pal. It's that laser rifle I showed you earlier. I've been tinkering away at it, and she's a right daisy now. I hope it serves you well.
Right. Well, that's a happy ending and a half. Now, what's next? Let's take a breather, lads. Wayfarer,
shot done never hurt anything.
I need some time to think.
My mother wanted me to be a farmer, but I get my hands dirty in other ways.
With you here, we might just be something again someday.
Need help? What do you need?
That was Go Back, from Modest Mussorgsky's unfinished comic opera fair at Sorochintsy. There is nothing more infectious than a poker, but luckily, you need not quarantine from exposure to culture. Up next is Smetana's 3 Pokers de Salon.
With just a little bit more.
Your mitts away from my head, thank you. Judging by the look in your eyes, it's... You do know I only have 4 pockets in this suit, right?
That was Bedrick Smetana's 3 Polkas de Salon, Opus 7. Once more, the Carnival of Animals is in town. Up next is Camille Saint-Saëns' The Swan.
Welcome to Casa di Milano. What can I do for you? Really? I was intrigued when you walked in the door, but now I'm interested. Go on, interest me some more. Let me see that, would you? Well, this might be a problem. He doesn't mention money at all. An IOU, even from a prince, doesn't keep the lights on. But that attitude of yours might be able to help me in another way. I have a few discreet errands that I need someone capable to run. Take care of these trifles, and I'll bedeck you in a garb that will make even King Davies jealous. Just pick up some fabric for me. It was erroneously sent to Cher Chanel. While you're there, you should also speak to the local shop attendants. The Chanel displays need an update, if you know what I mean. Finally, stop by Greta's place. I know she's supposed to walk in Chanel's show, but I need her that day. And any other day Chanel might want her. The specifics are up to you, but please, do be discreet. Three tasks like a 3-piece suit. Bungle one piece and everything unravels. Return once both our designs are complete.
Good day. What can I do for you? Oh my, what's wrong with it? Oh dear, maybe I've got some stuff in the back I can put up instead. I'll be right back.
Just heard Camille Saint-Saëns' The Swan. part of his phenomenal carnival of animals. You may find yourself with a sudden urge to run whilst listening to this next piece. Just remember, walk, don't run. Next is In the Hall of the Mountain King.
Oi, can I help you? You're getting in the way. It might be, depending on who you are.
Watch where you're going. Got you, you bugger!
That was In the Hall of the Mountain King by Evard Grieg, a perennial classic.
Pull your hat out your eyes and get it properly fitted, you numpty.
The quiet beauty of a simple piano composition is undeniable. And now, Franz Liszt's Consolation number 3.
Oh, another fan. I don't sign weird body parts anymore. Which one? Milano's or Chanel's? Because if either wants me in another outfit, we're going to talk about my pay. And why not? You're here just to make demands. Who do you think you are? Lundgren, help this louse out of my house. This'll be a fast fight. All right, fine. The show's off. And all future shows. I'll only work for Milano from now on.
Must be a good day. Prince Pete's music choices actually sound a bit happy. Apologies. Guess we both need to pay more attention.
Any complications? To the point, I see. Excellent. A pleasure doing business with you. Give Patrick my regards. And do come back. Now that I've got your measurements, I'll see that you're always properly attired.
Silence reigns as we return from Franz Liszt Consolations number 3. Bravo.
That's better. Meet me at the shop. I'll take you to see Prince Davies.
To enlighten us, not distract us. In that spirit,
Well, the honor will most likely be all yours. Prince Davies isn't quite who he used to be, but I think you'll see what I mean when you talk to him. Wait for the light. Now we go.
I swear the sun rises earlier when you're out dancing.
Watch where you're going.
Hello? What? What are you saying? Palace of what? I'm not signing nothing. Until my brain is completely fried. Hello? I told you, I'm not signing it.
Prince Davies, I present the brave new roundel who turned the tide at the Battle of the Hurly-Burly.
Ah, the Tide Turner. The wandering wrong number. The battle-brazen ball-buster of Miller's men. Come in. Come in.
You might be coming on a bit strong, my prince.
Fuck. Oh, well. Hope I didn't offend you. Hate to be rude, but I ain't got all day. Right as fucking rain. So long as the chems are on time.
Losing his brother, Prince Keith, has been especially hard on us all. The prince sometimes uses aids to help ease the pain.
Whatever Mike allows me.
We've prescribed stiff upper lip, Carmex and Wonderland, depending on his mood.
My hand held his head. The half that wasn't split off by Miller's bloody hammer.
It's okay, my prince.
No, it's not. Keith. Where's Keith's body? What did you do with him? I need to be with him. Maybe we can save him. Moon knows all sorts of things. Maybe he can save him, Patrick. Maybe he can save him.
I think we should take some Carmex. You'll feel better, Prince Pete. I'll hold him. Jab him in the arm gently. That's not really safe for him. Fine. Couldn't hurt to try. Well, hurt worse. Time for us to take our leave.
Every day we take a little piece back what we lost.
It's probably best you speak with Mike or Dennis. While they're not princes, they basically run the day-to-day. Their views on how to help the Roundels are very different. I doubt you can help them both with whatever their plans are.
You just heard Chopin's Nocturne in E-flat major number 2, opus 9.
It's the rhythm and the harmony. One without the other is just flat. That's why I can only listen to Roundel radio.
Joy and remind you the best is always ahead of us. Enjoy Introduction, the Polonaise Brillante, in C major.